One card per team, right?
It's actually one per round per team, so you can have four now if you'd like. Then you can use the back of someone for notes and things if you feel so inclined.
Big team, eh?
I have my tables that are interesting.
I hope I get an extra tip for that, offering all this entertainment to these people.
Are these yellow ones for the delinquents?
No, I think it's just random, whatever they have. It's
Bad people would get yellow.
If you want to be naughty, you can have that. I won't complain,
Pretty
but
bad.
It's table or per team. Per team. Yeah. Okay. Is there a max? Maximum? I don't know. This is my working. No worries. We'll figure it out. Thank you.
There we go.
here tonight, yeah, just for the sound. If we put it on the TV, but we don't have any way to do that. There is, we have 6-person max, but you can still play. Just mark at the top. We have over 6. You just can't win our prizes. You can still be first, but like first place prize is like a $30 bar tab. So it's not like you're, and this is literally the third place prize. So I would say you could divide and conquer and try to compete, but if you can just also play, just make sure to write that really big at the top for me, okay? Great, thank you. Can you kill the music? Thank you.
Here I go.
James Rocks.
Mustard.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome down to Creighton Sam on this humid and slightly moody evening. If you'd like to join us for trivia, why don't you come on up and grab 4 slips and a pen? We're going to get started here in just a couple minutes or so. So come on up and grab those slips if you want to join us. We'll be done by 9. It's free. We'll learn something or at least have some kind of fun. He enjoys it. Oh, God. Okay.
We were one short. We had 3.
Oh, there you go. Well, you can always get more if you spill beer on them. I know I would.
Trying to check like a million of them.
Are we out of pins again?
No, there's one in.
Okay. They're not my pins. The bar is supposed to have lots of pins. Can I grab a stunning from you, please? Stunning, not the winner.
All righty, folks, last call to come grab slips and a pen if you'd like to join us for church. We're going to start here in less than a minute. All righty, group, it's your first time down or it's been a while. Go and check out those screens for the basics tonight. We're going to have 4 rounds of 10 questions each question worth 1 point, but you can star 1 round. If you look at the top right corner of your answer sheets, there's a star there. You can circle that. That'll double your total points for that round. If you get 8 correct, you get 16 points. We don't do any repeats down here, so take notes. I'll give you some time to write notes down and some time at the end of every round to check over your answers. First place tonight, as always, $30 drink card. Second place, $20 drink card. Third place tonight, much smaller than usual, but I'm telling you, this rabbit mug is absolutely possessed. And I don't know by what or who. That can be up to you if it ends up at your house. I would not sleep anywhere near it, personally, because it will eat your soul. We also have an even dumber prize for best team name. If you want to come up with something particularly stupid, you get something even stupider than a buddy mug. We only have 4 rules, so please follow them. First of all, no cell phones out during rounds at all. Feel free to narc on your neighbors, please. Also, we have a 6-person team limit. If you have more than 6, that's fine. Just make sure to mark it clearly at the top. You can still play, but you can't win our Craftastic prizes. Also, please keep your answers quiet, especially once the beer starts rolling. Don't start shouting things out. And last but not least, remember, it is just trivia. By definition, none of this is life or death. So if you find yourself getting worked up, simmer down and just have another beer, all right? So make sure your team name's at the top. We're going to dive right into round number 1, August 2000. I'm going to ask you 10 questions about things that were going on this month 25 years ago. So with that being said, let's dive right into round number 1, August 2000. Remember, all these are from that month, that year. Question number 1. What teen comedy starring Kirsten Dunst as captain of the Rancho Carne Toros opened at number 1 in the box office? Name that movie. Seconds. So if you need some more time, take some notes. You'll have 2 minutes at the end of the round. And again, we're moving on about 10 seconds. To question number 2. Again, all this is August, the year 2000. Democratic presidential candidate Al Gore, remember him, picked what Connecticut senator as his running mate, making him the first Jewish person to run for the nation's second highest office. Name that vice presidential candidate that was running with Al Gore in 2000. At 10 seconds. Take some notes if you need to. Last name's fine. Question number 3. What NSYNC song later turned into a popular meme used annually at the end of April topped the Billboard charts? Name the title of that NSYNC song. Question number 4 in our August of the year 2000 round. What Oscar-winning British actor known for playing Ben Obi-Wan Kenobi in the original Star Wars movie died of liver cancer in August 2000? Name that actor. In seconds. I saw that. Speaking of British, here's question number 5. The British sovereign born Elizabeth Angela Marguerite Bose Leon, known by what name since 1952, turned 100 years old in August of the year 2000. What's she usually known as? Ten seconds. That's 25 years ago this month, titled It's Not About the Bike, whose autobiography topped the nonfiction lists but continues without any mentioning of doping. Name that author of that autobiography.
Thanks. I scratched my eyeball, so I can't wear my contacts for a few days. I tried to put them in. I was like, oh, no, 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 no.
10 seconds. On to question number 7 in our August 2000 round. The Chilean Supreme Court lifted senatorial privileges for what former dictator, stripping him of legal immunity? Name that good old dictator. Again, you'll have 2 minutes at the end of the round, so feel free to take some notes as we go through. Question number 8. So we're talking August 2000, almost 100 years after they were imprisoned and executed by Bolsheviks. The Russian Orthodox Church canonized what last Tsar of Russia and his family? And because it's trivia, be as specific as possible. Seconds. All right, let's move on to question number 9. Just 2 more. What 21-year-old actor appeared on the cover of Vanity Fair in August 2000 with the line, like the Patriot co-star Mel Gibson before him, he's the hot new Aussie in Hollywood? Who is the hot new Aussie in 2000?
So, date 1, year 1, like what happened on this day, it's pretty.
Second. A little local history here for you. Back in August of 2000, considered one of the worst fire seasons in Montana history. Almost 600,000 acres burned in the state, with half of that total in what national forest south of Missoula? Name that national forest. And And just like that, folks, round number one is done. Don't forget you have a star to use. You can use one of these 4 rounds we have. But starting right now, you have 2 minutes to check your answer sheets for legibility and accuracy. And remember, it's trivia. Always be as specific as possible. But your 2 minutes start now.
I kind of like,
Made it
Claudia, and what year is it? 90, 73, 93?
53. Yeah,
Ooh, vintage. I should point that out.
right. Face down up here.
That's perfect.
I
Thank
don't
you.
think anyone's going to copy from us.
That's okay, but you never know, you know. Down there, thanks.
One minute down, 1 minute to go. Get the substitute in front of the demonic bunny, please.
Oh, upside down right there for me, please. Thank you. Perfect. Upside down right there for me, darling. Thank you.
30 seconds left to get all those slips turned in. And last call for slips. All right, folks, all those slips should be in. I'll get these scored as quickly as possible. We'll check those answers and fumble right along into round number 2. Thanks for coming out to Cranky Sam for Trivia next Thursday. Alrighty, folks, thanks for your patience. We have 15 teams tonight, meaning 150 questions for me to check. Some of you guys had a good round. Some of you were present during this round. Let's see how your team did. We are the Toros, the mighty, mighty Toros. Let's bring it on. I gotta say, Pete held deeply, deeply in my heart. I can't believe I fumbled saying the Rancho Carne Toros at the top there. You're being a cheerleader, Torrance, a real pain in my ass.
Thank you. Thank you for the.
Al Gore ran with a certain man named Joe Lieberman. Joe. Almost as boring as the other Joe that was running as well. Remember, we were looking for the name of the song. Some people gave me the name of the meme, but the name of the song is It's Gonna Be Me. But if you're Timberlake, you might still say me. My. This guy won Academy Award for The Bridge of the River Kwai, but I know this Obi-Wan. Sir Alec Guinness. Sir Alec Guinness died 25 years ago. That British sovereign, because after 1952 she was no longer a queen, she was known as Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother. But mostly known as the Queen Mother. I did take the Queen Mum just because I thought you were being cute, but don't mess around, man. This is round one. I'll be nice. From now on, be a little more specific. It's not about the bike. Could have been entitled It's Not About the Bike. I had cancer, then I took a bunch of drugs by Lance Armstrong. Remember the Live Strong bracelets? And then after a while, everybody slowly kind of shamefully took them off. And they're like, you can live a lot stronger if you're on steroids, I guess. This family cancer is amazing. Just the rest of it's a little weird. Good old Chilean dictator ended his reign in 1990. Augusto Pinochet. By the way, spelling does not matter. Some of you essentially wrote Pinocchio with an E at the end. I'll take it. As long as it's phonetically correct, I'll take it. Unfortunately, for some of you, this is trivia, so we do have to be specific. The last Tsar was known as Tsar Nicholas II. You had to have that second on there. He was a Romanov, but there was a ton of them before him as well. Dude, haven't you seen Anastasia? I actually haven't, but a lot of people mentioned it in their answer. Anastasia's dad. She was shot in the head and dumped into a mass grave, as far as we know. Sorry, Anastasia. If we're talking the year 2000, we're talking a 21-year-old Aussie coming into Hollywood. That was Heath Ledger. Oh, Heath. Oh, Heath. And last but not least, a lot of folks knew that the Lolo National Forest is South Missoula, but there's also lots of other ones. Including the Bitterroot. Bitterroot Selway was actually the one that burned the most, though there's plenty of fires in the Lolo as well. So with all that being said, let's check your scores, see how your team did. And then after just one round, oh, hold on, this is crappy. I missed a step here for me to this. And this. Yeah, this will be less crappy. I'll fix it for next time. Leave it alone, it's hard. Here we go. Oh, Queefy say. Is that your pick for tonight? Gonna have a possible 10 points unless you use your star. That's 20. When the sum is 111, whatever the hell that means. So here we are at the top of the list with Colonel Lingus, or Colonel Lingus, I guess, with a perfect 20. They got 10 right and a star. 50 Shades again off the grade did well. They also started 18 points. Tied for third right now is Lake Bottom Bashers and A Tale of Two Bitches by Charles Thickens. Sometimes your guys' efforts are pitiful. I really did like Euthanized Zoo, but it was Zoo Pets. That was confusing to me. I like Laser Focused and Squirrel, but always deep in my heart will be the movie Tommy Boy. And so Fat Guy in a Little Coat. First Fat Guy in a Little Coat, you get this amazing prize for best team name. It's a picture of like a black lab holding like kind of a sparkly basket. I think somebody probably sent us a thank you note, and somebody wrote above it, Patty. So I'm guessing this dog is supposed to represent Patty. Then they decided to frame it. It's just a lot of effort. Where is that team? Where is a Fat Guy in a Little Coat? You get this amazing prize. Well, come up, get your ass up and come get it. I didn't realize there was a child. He's from the A where I was talking about your donkey, sir. May I bestow this upon you as a prize? Live it, love it. We'll always remember Patty. Well played, friendos. All righty, you survived one round. Let's go and dive right into round number 2 then. Yep. Dive even more specifically for round number 2 in a random round. No, just kidding. 10 random questions. Hold on to your butts. Here we go. Question number 1 in our random round. What family of birds includes crows, ravens, magpies, and jays? Don't shout out fake answers. It confuses some of the simple folks. I mean, we're looking for the taxonomical family-ish. You can give a more common name for it. Taxonomical? That's a word, right? Taxonographic? Seconds. A family in the vein of taxonomy variant. No, I'm going for taxonomical. All right, we're moving right along here to question number 2. What fictional mariner made 7 voyages throughout the seas east of Africa and south of Asia? Name that fictional mariner.
Could I get another Sunny from you guys? Thank you.
Seconds. I think you just give me one. Question number 3. He married Franklin Delano Roosevelt. What was Eleanor Roosevelt's last name? Thank you. It's question number 4 for our Northwest livers here. What annual Canadian event dubbed the greatest outdoor show on Earth Attracts over 1 million visitors and features one of the world's largest rodeos. Name that event. And again, be specific, please. Be specific. Ten seconds. Here we are at question number 5 in our random round. Actor Ryan Reynolds purchased what brand of hard alcohol in 2016, becoming its new spokesman person? Ten seconds. Praise be to Jesus. Question number 6 in the book of Revelations. What city is called the great prostitute who sits on many waters? Yeah, she sounds hot. And seconds. What's the motto of the Beavers? And seconds. For ancient background, owners, stallions are known for excelling at what riding style, which includes highly controlled movement? Seconds. Question number 9, random. What business claims to be the place with the helpful hardware folks? It's, there's double hit here. Hold on. If I'm read it over carefully. What term describes your mother's sister's daughter's son? And second, we still have 2 minutes after we're done with this phone. And speaking of 2 minutes, your 2 minutes starts now. To check your answers, please check for legibility. You did pretty good the first round. And accuracy, then turn them in upside down next to the possessed bunny.
Somebody looked it up.
I will say Claudia made this in December 1953, by the way. It's officially vintage, so even though it's creepy, it's fun, right?
Right there for me, buddy. Thank you. Yep. I don't know if it's demonic or something possessed by something. Yeah.
Because of animal cruelty? Is that why you said you didn't like it?
What's that?
Why did you say you didn't like Ozzy's headless bat?
Oh, I have no problem with that. One team said, like, delicately euthanized zoo pets. And I was like, I wouldn't call them pets. It was delicately, like, euthanized zoo, like, animals. I'd be like, that's so funny. But I don't consider them pets because they're a zoo.
Have you seen the thing where like the zoo was asking people to
I
donate their pets?
I clearly have.
I have a time for a question regarding the last
Yes.
question.
1 minute down, 1 minute to go. Yes.
Is it asking who that person is in general, or is that person asking the relationship to me or
What
the
term
mother?
describes that person to you?
Yes, number 10 should be what term describes that person to you. But I can't do repeats, so. Stars.
Okay, hold on. What did you guys get for the last one? Not true. So it's the first cousin twice removed. Or this one's saying a great nephew, a son of one's nephew or niece. So no wait, sister's daughter is your first cousin. And then it's their daughter, and then their son. Their daughter wouldn't be your niece, their cousin. Cousin. Okay, so this is okay. No, it's your first cousin, twice removed, you do the generations of the removed. Oh, removed is down the generation. It was stupid, but We have like a my mom's family's all messed up because like she has siblings that are like 30 years older than her, or like 20 plus years older than her. So there's people that are my first cousins that are actually like my mom's age and then down, and so it was, our whole family's always been a mess. And I was trying to think of it the other day, and I was like, oh, that's a trivia question. Popeye. Popeye didn't sail the seven seas. I mean, he could have, but yeah. I just thought it was so funny. So I was like, what was her maiden name? That's a fun question. I was like, oh, it's Roosevelt. That's like something. Yeah, fifth cousins, I believe. Which I don't know how you get to fifth cousins, to be honest. Harris, Oregon, Facade, Ace, third cousin. Nope. Two, three, five. Right, because the third cousin's got to be. Which is a family member who shares the same great great grandparents as you. So you have to go all the way back up and then come back down. So fifth cousin, they were like 5 generations up. They have the same grandparents, and then it's scattered down from there.
So this one they have
There's two.
same grandparents.
Because it's your whatever it is. I did sit there for way too long, and I also think it's stupid to do it that way. But we got to have something first. Cousin, what's from the grand? If you go 1, 2, 3, 4. One.
All right, Drew, thanks for your patience. That last one, I had to kind of triple check some of your answers, but I'm confident in where we ended up. Let's dive in and check your answers to round number 2, our random round. That family of birds and crows, ravens, jays, magpies, those are corvids, or officially the family is Corvidae. I believe the term corvids just describes crows, but we're fine. From Baghdad, of all places, that fictional mariner who sailed the Sinbad. Sinbad the sailor, not the comedian. This Sinbad wore way fewer, like, Bill Cosby sweaters. Sorry to bring that up. So Eleanor Roosevelt, before she was married to FDR, her name was Anne Eleanor Roosevelt. They were fifth cousins, which means they shared the same great-great-great-grandfather or mother, same great-grandparents, great-great-great-grandparents. It's only mildly incestuous, plus I don't think they did it a lot. Eleanor, one of my early power dykes, I love her. The greatest outdoor show on earth, that's called the Calgary Stampede. Speaking of power dykes, question number 5. Ryan Reynolds purchased a quite high quality, quite delicious small batch gin company called Aviation American Gin. Aviation was fine. Fun fact, Aviation is the well gin we have here because Cranky Sam don't fart around with garbage. So if you want to order something well, you can support Ryan Reynolds in his nonstop move to take over America from his Canadian roots. The great prostitute, no, not my mom. She only sits on one water. That's Babylon. Babylon was called the great prostitute in the book of Revelations. Nothing says state pride like calling yourself the Beaver State. That's Oregon, Oregon. Lipizzan stallions are known.
You guys want to join us for the last 2 rounds of trivia? You might as well. You have to put up with this.
Lipizzan stallions are known for dressage, a very specific type of like picky, prance, do cute little turns. I think we could probably all say this together, but Ace is the place of the helpful hardware, folks. Ace Hardware. This one's a little sloppy, so let's break it down real quick. Your mother's sister's daughter is your first cousin. Her daughter would be your first cousin once removed, and her daughter's son would be your first cousin second removed. On that same plane, you move down instead of up. Like a grandnephew or something would be like the child of your nieces and nephews, but that's not quite what this is. Maybe it is. Anyway, I looked up all the options you guys put down, and they weren't quite right. So I was looking for first cousin twice removed. If you think that's crazy, remember the Roosevelts both have the same last name. Just put that out there. Let's check your scores now and see how you did. I wasn't able to fix it to look prettier, so you can see how the sausage is made down here. Yes, I do just use a shitty Google spreadsheet to put scores on. Also, I finally understood gently euthanize zoo pets. Apparently, zoos are asking people for their old pets so they could like toss them in a lion cage. I missed that. I don't like it, but I missed it. See how your team did after 2 rounds. Not a lot of stars used yet. I think we only had like 4 stars used. It will really make a big difference for you. Whoops. So anyway. So right now, first place, Colinolingus, 29 points, a possible 30 at this point, 28 for 50 Shades of Gandalf the Grey, and 24 for Brookie's birthday brigade, heart face smiley. Happy birthday, Brookie. I'm not mocking that. You got to put something down, right? I respect where you're at. I just don't respect you, if that makes sense. All righty, folks. We're going to move on to round number 3, a very different round. This is going to be a sound round. And I realized after I downloaded it all, I have to do all sorts of shit to make this work on these screens. I didn't give it a title, so you just don't get to know. So this round is going to be Songs of Summer Volume 3. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to give you a year, and I'm going to play a song that was in the top 10 of the summer of that year. You need to tell me the artist, okay, the band, the individual singer, whoever put this song out. And again, it's the version we're listening to. There may or may not be a couple of covers in here that were at the top of the lists. Make sure you're doing the version that we are hearing for this, okay? That was a lot of explanation. Now I have to hit buttons. Boring, and I hate you. Here we go. All right. So we're going to start it off in the fine old year of 1991. Again, I'm going to play a song. You give me the artist who put this song out specifically, and it was one of the top 10 songs of the summer in 1991. Here we go, number 1.
To the TikTok, get out, stop, step to the TikTok, get out, stop, step to the TikTok, get out, step, step to the. And flowers last on the way, cause we know we're all alone. Waiting for you, hold too close to me, cause I've been dying for you, girl, and make to me. Girl, you make me feel real good. Keep me till we come wake up.
10 seconds-ish. There it is. Wait for the chorus there. We're going to move on here to question number 2 in just a second. How about 1965? That's number 2. Moving on to number 3, 1976. Millennium for some of you youth. And the name of the artist, not the song, the name of the artist that put it out. Okay, so put on once he hits the chorus here. He's too slow on the chorus. We're going to move on to number 5. This number 5, 1981. Number 4 in the summer of 1981. Moving on, take some notes or make a guess. Let's skip ahead to just 2 years ago, 2023. Not the original artist who's singing it currently. Get a fast 10 seconds ish. Let's move on to number 7, 1985. Looking for the artist. 10 seconds. May 1993. Yeah. You know it, but who are they? And seconds. Oh no, they hold you out. Here, let's move on. We're moving on to number 9, 2008. Ten seconds. Take the notes or make a guess. And for number 10, we're dropping back to the oldest one, 60. I don't know what that means. All right, folks, trying to move on from here. I'll leave this stupid song on though for a bit. Don't forget, you got a star to use, and your 2 minutes is going to start right now.
But it's rough. I can't name artists ever. Yeah. Oh, I can sing every lyric, but I don't know the. Thank you. One, stay.
One minute down, 1 minute to go.
Like 10 hours each week, just like. And man, I've been doing this since like 2017. So trying to come up with new, exciting things all the time is like harder and harder every week.
Like after 10 years, like do you have documented like you did your first session? You should start with like
Because some people are regular, they come the whole time.
for 10 years.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
All righty, folks, we're getting close to the end here. Let's get all those slips up, please. All righty, all slips should be up by now. Please, all slips up upside down next to the demonic rabbit mug. I'll score these as quickly as possible, and then we will see how you did and move on to our final round, round number 4.
So over at Vintage, and she popped up, and I was like, I love her. I love her. She's like, ugh. I was trying to put her next to one of those like the screens that pop up, and they started 25% going up, and I couldn't figure it out, so I just did some retro things. Whether she is not a fan of tipping, and I respect that, but like they don't pay me enough to be down here, so if you guys have a couple bucks, I spend like 12 hours on it. All 6 you gave me, even $1, it really would work out. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, no big deal. There has tips written on it. You don't really have to. I'm not trying to be a
At some
bitch
point,
about
I'm
it.
going to learn how to read.
That's fine. It seems like a lot of work to me. I've never bothered myself, but
Andy Crew, let's dive in. Give the answer to this. So it's a little clunky because I want to skip ahead to certain parts. Yeah, you did well. This is the most star ground we've had so far. So let's see where you were at and how well you did. So many of you guessed either Janet Jackson or Michael Jackson on this one. Yes, it is bad early 90s. Bad early 90s R&B, which they were very much aware of. This Color Me Bad. The 2 Ds. If you didn't have the 2 Ds, that's fine. Double penetration's overrated. Trust my boyfriend. 1965. That was good old Tom Jones. Tom Jones. One of the most generic names you'd ever hear. You knew it was funky. You knew it was 70s. You named a lot of disco bands. So it's a little off kilter though. KC and the Sunshine Band. Some of you got it, some not so much. At the beginning of the true I just don't love you, but come up with a You want this by Train, that Drops of Jupiter by Train. You know, all those amazing hits by Train after this one. 1981, this is one of my dad's favorites. You could tell he sucked. Lovely guy, just terrible taste. Bow wow. That's the Oak Ridge Boys. Bow wow. Next, we're going to move on to a cover song that's just essentially a bad karaoke version of the original. He doesn't even change the genders to make it feel like his own story. He's like, I'm just a young girl. You're such a cute. I'm like, fucking asshole. I think the OG song is great. I don't think he did much to it. But Luke Combs got the top song in 2023 by doing a generic karaoke style cover. Ooh, really don't like those things. Really don't like you. If we're gonna shout, let it all out. Look for Tears for Fears. Tears for Fears. Maybe Benny and June filmed in Spokane. I thought that was so cool as a kid. I was like, I'm going to 3 hours from a place they filmed the movie at. It's the Proclaimers. The Proclaimers. They have a lot to proclaim because they're nerdy Aussie twins. Creepy and nerdy. What a wonderful combo. All right, here's the deal. 3 different teams almost got this, but they didn't get her last name correct. The last part. It broke my heart for you, but this was Natasha Bedingfield. We had multiple Bedding something or others, but this is Bedingfield. I mean, it's a jam. I don't know if she did anything after this. Not judging her. Get a top hit. But I'm sorry, this shit is so weird. I'm going to tell the story of a girl who was half naked down on the beach. I watched everything she did, and I made it into a song. Cool. That's a red flag, folks. His name was Brian Hyland. Brian Hyland. She should have worn it. She should have tried it on before. This creeper could have left her alone for 2 seconds. All righty, folks. Let's check your score, see how you did. People were like, it was the 60s. It was different. I was like, it's still creepy, dude. Leave that woman alone. Why do you think she's covering herself with a blanket because you're standing there staring at her, you fuck? Sorry, I'm having feelings right now. Let's see how your team did now after 3 rounds. Again, sorry I can't make this pretty for you. So quite a few teams who have not used their star. So I'll tell you right now, I will not automatically star you for the last round. So if you haven't used your star yet, just circle it right now. Could make a big difference in our final round. And here we are at the top of the list again. Connell Lingus is just up by 1 point. Ooh, it's getting tight. Unlike it, I believe Colonial Linguist is to make it looser. But 50 Shades of Gandalf the Grey is with 34 points. And with 32, we got Laser Focused and Squirrel. So, all going to down this final round, see who gets $30 at the bar, $20 at the bar, or this haunted 1953 bunny mug. I mean, that's just how life works. In this economy, that's all you can expect, people. So let's dive into the last round tonight here. The last round's going to be a little different than all the other ones. So I was trying to do something new for you. Well, not new, but at least not last week. I'm going to give you this. Tonight's round's going to be types of. So here's what you're going to get. This is just an example, not the questions, just an example. If I gave you a list of whole wheat, sourdough, and naan, those 3 things have in common. All of those are types of bacteria. Yes, dinosaurs, except no types of bread. Now, I want to be honest, because this is trivia, I'm going to be kind of a turd on a couple of these. So I would actually say that could be types of leavened bread, because even naan is mildly leavened, even though it's a flatbread. So I'm just saying, if you're like, oh, I think all those fit into this category, but there's even more specific one, put it down. It could be important. I'll try to be nice because you all seem very nice, but also like half of my job is to be an anal retentive asshole, right? A pedantic turd bag, if you will. Come on now. Okay, let me hit 2 buttons here. Ooh. Okay, so here we go. You're going to get 3 items. You need to tell me what they all have in common. They're all types of what? And do be as specific as possible. If you're like, animal, that's probably not the right answer, okay? Just going to say that. And let's dive right in now to question number 1. Mexican musk, river cooter, Asian fox. They are not bars in the prostitute area of Thailand. They easily could be. Hey, what do these 3 things have in common? What they're all types of what? Be specific when you can. If you're really specific, I'll be as nice as possible. We'll see where it ends up. We got less than 10 seconds now. Make your guess or take some notes as we move on to number 2. Aguamenti ridiculus expel moose. What category do these belong in? The Gandalf the Grey team may need a towel after that one. They got so excited. 10 seconds. Take some notes. Just left 2 minutes at the end. Move on to question number 3. Scott Bonnet, Emma. Ten seconds. You can take some notes if you need. You'll have time. Question number 4. Focus. Equator tempo. As I mentioned, specificity is good. Get you a point. Please be as specific as possible. I love hearing that. I'm like, oh, they just got all bigger. At least one team did. They're okay. 10 seconds. Not really a joke. It's just like funny. It could be a lot of things. Then if you stop, you're like, oh, wait a minute. Don, again, take some notes. Move down to question number 5. Black Garden, Banded Sugar, Yellow Crazy. I told you that dish crazy.
Yeah.
Can you get me one more of these, by the way? Yeah.
10 seconds.
How do we need to know one of them for sure and you're in, you know? Believe in it. But they're really fucking random, like number.
Really random, like number 6. Cheap Shy Guy, Bob
Oh, could you put me in for a veggie stir fry, please? Yeah, just. Love that. Buy it in the store, and I was like, that's way too expensive. I'm never gonna buy it.
10 seconds.
There you go.
By the way, I did have fun putting these together. Herrera, it's number 7. Herrera, Pozzoli, Kakaliki. Yes, I picked it because it had cock in it.
Thank you. 10 seconds. Moving on to question number 8. All these things have one major thing in common. Gujarati, Tamil, Punjabi. What are they? Types of. Be specific. Seconds. Just 2 more categories round here. Number 9, Andy Taylor, Andy Sipowicz, Olivia Benson. What do those 3 people have in common? What are they? What type of thing are they? Specifically. And seconds. Here at question number 10, our final question. Gabbro, diorite, vitrifier. Be as specific as you can, please.
Right by. So.
We're done early. We're fancy people.
10 seconds. Remember, I won't star your round automatically. If you have to use your star, use it now. Alrighty, it's starting right now. Your 2 minutes. Get all your slips turned in. Starts right now. Do some final score. See if we might need a tiebreaker. Who knows?
You are amazing.
Why? Just because it's weird, right?
No, I could just sit here and listen to you.
I wouldn't go that far, but thank you for having low standards. I appreciate it.
We missed the answer to the first one in the last round.
First one of this round?
Of the musical one. Of last
Yes, that's a beautiful song. It's Color Me Bad.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
They've got some jazz. It's like hip hoppy R&B. I'm not gonna say they're all good, but they've got some. No. And Janet Jackson, that's all the other things.
All right, folks, 1 minute down, 1 minute to go. Going all slips in. And last call for all slips, please. You have about 10 seconds left. Don't forget those stars. Alrighty, friends and soon to be ex-lovers. I'll get these scored as quickly as possible. Don't forget though, if you're ever around on a Sunday, come down for Sunday game day. Want to come down on Monday? There's an interesting night with some great deals on food. Tuesday's bingo. Unfortunately, the host is a bit of an asshole, but God, he's so tall and bald and handsome, it's hard to hold it against him. Wednesday's the trivia, and usually Friday's live music. This week we're taking a week off, though.
Yeah. Did you see at the bottom? 1953. Like he did. Claudia was really proud of it. Hey, listen, I don't make these. I pointed out there was a typo because I saw it instantly, and they were like, "Nobody will notice that." I'm like,
It could be worse.
"It could be pubic.
It could say pubic.
It could say pubic." Yeah. Oh, I went through this entire process. Thank you guys for making me feel not crazy though, because those are my first thoughts. I was like, "Well, at least it's not pubic." Oh man, God, I love a 10. God, yes.
Also, folks, a heads up, if you're feeling hungry, the kitchen's up for another 10 minutes if you get your order in now. And they will sort you out with some wonderful gastropub food with a Pacific flair. A huge thank you to everybody who's already donated to the vital science work that I do in this town for you and everyone else. How much is too much? Whatever I can handle. Let's check those round 4 answers, though, see how your team did. Some good scores. We also had some of our best scores and our first 0. which we celebrate goose eggs down here. So, well, we'll celebrate when we hit the scores. But Mexican musk, river cooter, Asian box, all sex acts from the eat. No, they're all turtles. They're all different kinds of turtles. Aguamenti, Reticulus, and Expelliarmus are all Harry Potter world spells. Trinidad Scorpion, Scotch Bonnet, and Banana. Those are all types of peppers, like chili peppers, hot peppers. Some people came up with some amazing creative answers for this one. It's way more basic than what you were going for. Focus, Equator, Equator, and Tempo are all Ford car models. And I'll be honest, thank you for being specific, because nobody just put cars. That's what I'm talking about. Like, the specificity helps. Now, I'll be honest, as we move forward, some people were too specific, and it shot them in the foot. So that's just how trivia works. A lot of people guessed snakes on this one. Black Garden, Banded Sugar. Have you ever heard of a crazy snake? No. But you may have heard of a crazy ant. Those are all kinds of ants. Shy Guy, Babam, if you didn't know Babam, those are Mario Brothers bad guys in general. One team did say it specifically Mario Brothers 2. In my mind, I think they all exist in that one, so I'm cool with it. But if we actually looked, you might be wrong, but I'm not quite that much of an asshole. Harira, Pizzoli, and Kakaliki. One of them is from Northern Africa, one's from Mexico, and one is from Scotland. All of those are kinds of thick soups and stews and things. If you had anything like that, you got that answer. This one twisted y'all a few in a couple different directions. Punjab in particular is definitely a major region in India. But these three things are all very specifically recognized languages in India. If you have languages of India, you got the point. But they're all like official languages of the country of India. And this one was fun. I went across quite a few generations here. Well, at least a few. Some people knew, like, Olivia Benson. There was a lot of, like, CSI mentions, like, people from that or people from this. It was a little more basic than all that. Andy Taylor was the name of Andy Griffin. In the Andy Griffin? The Andy Griffin Show. That was his name. All those are TV cops. They're just police officers, whatever you had if you were law enforcement. But if you got too specific and said, like, CSI, I didn't give you the point. Gabbro, Diorite, and Vitrofire. All of those. Some people saw the ite on the end of diorite, and they knew they were like some kind of rocks. They're specifically igneous rocks. I was as kind as possible on those, but if you're wondering if you missed a point and you were kind of close, that might be why. But they were kind of like, somebody said lava focus, and I was like, yeah, that's igneous. We can rock with that. Again, not to put too fine a point on it, but I do spend 10 to 12 hours every week on this. And as much as I love this bar, they support me as much as I can. Don't give me anywhere near enough dollars for giving up like a whole day and a half to work on this shit for you turds. So, if you got a couple extra bucks, I sure would appreciate it. And so would my adorable dog who's waiting in the car to be best friends with you right after we're done. With that being said, let's check our final scores. We do not need a tiebreaker tonight, which is a big one. But can we just start with a big old hand for Team Greta, our only goose egg of the evening? I'm not joking, give me a hand. We're all here to learn and grow, and you did your best. Your best just sucks, Team Greta. Sorry, not sorry. But I'm sure you'll do better next time, or I hope you have a great personality. Or maybe they're just pretty. That helps a lot, too. You're gorgeous. You don't need to know shit. Trust me, I know. Flip my hair. It was tight between first and second by 1 point, but this last round exploded it out of the water. Colinalingus is taking home out of a possible 50. They got 45 points. They'll take first place. 50 Shades of Gandalf the Grey is taking second, and by 1 point, Laser Focused and Squirrel took home third place. If you are those people, come on up to me and grab your prizes. Otherwise, folks, thank y'all so much for just being down here in general.
Who is you? Nice lean, by the way. I love a mime lean. Squirrel, so third place. Can I just point out again, this is from 1953. Claudia made this and she thought someone would want it. She's dead now, probably, but poor weird Claudia. It's her soul that's possessing it. And I think if you make those kind of things, you're probably pretty cool. It's just really, really fucking wrong. Yeah. Seconds. That you did great. Just saying. We did it. You guys first place? Oh, no. Congratulations. That'll almost buy part of a beer for all of you. Question. Again, people can see what I'm doing now, but nobody cares. This is such a usually I have like 33 people. You are from the top.
Yeah. Doesn't matter.
Still have fun, right? Good.
Bar is not closing. If you want to hang out and have some delicious aviation gin at a well price, you're in the right spot. Otherwise, we sure appreciate you coming down. I'm down here every Wednesday night and Tuesday night for bingo. If all this, tickles your brain too much, just come on down and do bingo. You can win like $300 just by finding patterns with numbers.
Yeah, but when you're
I like that. I haven't done it. I need to go. My brain is like, my brain is like, my brain is like, yeah. Yeah, I didn't know anything, but here's the thing. Forget it. I think we can have a question. What two countries border the southern? Okay, I heard weird shit in Spanish, so I wouldn't.
Pozole. They were all kind of, some people said stews, and I was like, you know what? They're all fairly thick soups. I can roll with that. I try to be nice, but also I like being a prick too.
I
So
was so excited about the first question though, because I knew it. But when I saw it on the screen, I was like, yes, and I only knew it because a month ago, my
I'm
best
sexy. I'm cute. I'm popular to boot. Bitchin'. Great hair. Good boys, I love to stare. I'm wanted. I'm hot. I'm everything you're not. Hate us because we're beautiful. Well, we don't like you either. We're cheerleaders. We are cheerleaders. Roll call. That became a amongst all my straight friends, which is funny. But the straight friends were the ones putting this movie on all the time.
I was gonna say the types of things. The first one in that.
It's turtles. Yeah.
So,
Cooter.
Oh,
Cooter. Cooter. Come on, it's hilarious.
no, it's bad.
lives in North Carolina.
Okay.
And he sent me a picture of a turtle that was on the side of the road when he was driving.